Wow, guys, we just got some pretty good news on the Tesla firebombing suspect. Let's get right to it. And really quick, guys, before we get into this video, whatever they say this guy did, he did it. Just look at the picture of him.
Well, the Department of Justice has warned if you attack a Tesla, they will find you. They just charged an Albuquerque man in connection with firebombing a Tesla dealership. So the DOJ means it. And while nabbing him for that attack, they were then able to link him to another crime, burning and vandalizing the state's Republican Party headquarters. That suspect is a self-described queer scientist. There is his mugshot in his bright blue or purple lipstick. According to the DOJ, he has social media postings which support a variety of left-wing causes, and he even bashes police. Now he's facing up to 40 years in prison.
Guys, I'm just happy God let this man be found. You know, the party of sick and evil. These people are sick and evil, what they're willing to do to Elon Musk just because he's calling them out for what they're doing to you. You know, there's a lot of things wrong with this right now, and I really want to see what you guys are thinking. Who's funding this? How, where are we going wrong? We're innocent, but Elon Musk is sitting there and making sure we get justice for what this party has done to us for a really long period of time. Let's keep going, guys.
He's accused of torching several vehicles. I mean, look at the one in the middle of your screen. You're never going to drive that again.
Nah.
Vandalizing a Tesla dealership. That was in February. Graffiti spray painted on the building with words like "Die Elon" and "Die Tesla Nazi." Disgusting. Authorities then connected the dots to last month's attack on the New Mexico Republican Party's headquarters in Albuquerque. That building was also left vandalized with a message reading "ICE equals the KKK." I mean, Lily, where are we right now?
You know, as a business owner, I find this quite concerning. And as a public board director, we're now having to manage different layers of risk that we never thought that a corporation was going to be a target for political culture wars. And that's the reality that we are seeing. I think that puts
Really quick, guys. This is the reality of what's been going on. He is the poster boy for what America has been through the past 4 years. This guy's the poster boy. This is where America was headed. If Kamala Harris was to win the presidency, this is where we were headed, guys. Lock these people up, man. These people are so corrupt.
at risk the ingenuity and the American hustle of entrepreneurship and innovation because
Yep.
all of a sudden, if your politics are not right, but maybe your brain power is, you're not going to be supported. In the case of Tesla, one of the most innovative companies in the world, yet maybe even the employees themselves feel now ostracized, or they may not be able to acquire the best talent because people are truly afraid of what does it say, what does it mean because of these extremes. So I'm concerned of what this is doing to the business climate and where corporations stand in this era of culture wars.
Look, everybody's got a lunch hour, I suppose. I don't know. We don't really get one in news. But if you're working a job, how do you have time to do this sort of thing and burn stuff down and make the threats and do all of that? I mean, have we made life too cushy?
Well, I guess if it's almost your religion, you make time for it.
Oh, wow.
And this is a
think
priority
it's
for
that
some
deep?
people. Yeah. I think people are looking for meaning in their lives. And unfortunately, in this case, a dirtbag loser like this decides that he's going to go commit felonies. And I think it's very important that people like this and whoever it was who committed arson at the governor's mansion in Pennsylvania, you go
That's right,
down the
Josh
list,
Shapiro.
all of these people need to have the book thrown at them. It feels like there's a ramping up of political violence, almost a normalization of it to some extent. And the only way we can fight that, aside from sitting here and saying it forcefully, is for the government to come down like a ton of bricks on people who do this and put them away in prison for a very long time.
Yeah.
And it's called deterrence. It has to happen.
Yeah.
And he needs those 40 years, guys. He needs not up to 40. He needs those 40 years, not a second short. And if you want to keep him there for a second longer, a minute longer, a year longer, do so. But these people are just running rampant now. You have people out here committing murder. Life is what, 25 years or 15 to 25 years? No, life is life until you stop breathing. This guy deserves life for what he's doing because you're setting a bad precedent for people that may feel a little uneasy. Then they might go out and think, "Hey, we attacked Tesla, people are going to notice us. And if we wear enough lipstick, people are going to notice us." This is what America would have been consistently. We just not seeing stuff like this. But if Kamala would have won, America would have been consistently like this. People just thinking we put a little lipstick on and we can just go cause chaos. It's just like, man, I'm trying to tell you.
What you're talking about is putting something new into the ecosystem that we managed as a nation to cook up, where really it's mostly Republicans, but now we've got a Democrat under threat as well, and Pennsylvania Governor Josh Shapiro too. That was a particularly very dangerous situation. Some of these others are. I mean, Kellyanne, we have to make a change. But this is involving more and more people almost every day.
It is. We don't want it to become normalized as radicalization,
Exactly.
particularly by the left online of people. But you're absolutely right, Guy. Governor Shapiro and his family in Pennsylvania, that was so horrific. And now this cutie, in this beaut of a person in his mugshot in New Mexico. So he firebombs and attacks in New Mexico GOP headquarters as well. And the New Mexico Democratic Party comes out and mentions January 6th. They're so obsessed with their one-note Johnny existence, instead of just saying what we all said about the idiot in Pennsylvania trying to hurt the Shapiro family,
Right.
the Democratic governor, instead of just saying this is always wrong, we want to make sure people know, even if we don't support Elon Musk, it should not be an occupational hazard to serve the government at any level, that you have to face this. Tulsi Gabbard is facing it with this lunatic saying her days are numbered.
And her
Congresswoman
family.
Nancy Mace and her family, Congresswoman Nancy Mace of South Carolina, the guy who said, I want to be the person who, gets to her. This is domestic terrorism.
And she was
I'm
attacked.
glad
She was actually
she's
attacked.
Yeah.
I'm glad AG Bondi
Horrible.
said what she said. I'm going to say it again. When I got to the White House in 2017, I had 24/7 Secret Service around the clock, and I had kids in the house ages 7, 8, 12, and 12 because these lunatics are everywhere. And I like the fact that we show them, we name them. And Pam Bondi said, this guy's facing 40 years.
Wow. You know what, Kaylee? There seems to be, and listening to you talk there, Kellyanne, I could hear it. There is a tie if Democrats are not careful. People aren't going to forget that you actually hitched your ride on the wagon of this hate.
Yeah.
And this suspect right now that they're looking at and could potentially tie two crimes like this together, that is the definition of domestic terrorists. If somebody's hurt in all of that, it takes it up even further. And we pray that no one else is. Already people have been injured and things like this.
Yeah, but more could have been injured. They searched this guy's residence. They found 8 other incendiary devices. They found materials to create additional incendiary devices. They found a stencil that said ICE equals KKK, as you saw painted there.
Yeah.
Who has a stencil that says that? First of all, who made the stencil? That's what my head went to. That's crazy in and of itself. But when this guy, I think he wanted to get caught. I think he wanted his name to be said. I think he wanted to be glorified by some folks. He drove the same car to both incidences. He used the same incendiary devices in both incidences. And I'm sure he knew he was on camera. Teslas have cameras. Tesla
Interesting.
facilities have cameras. The Republican headquarters had surveillance cameras, at least on the streets there. He wanted to be caught, and that is a sickness.
And guys, it's obvious that he wanted to be caught. He made sure his makeup was done real good. He made sure he had his lipstick on. It's not messed up at all. It doesn't look like he resisted arrest or nothing like that. He could have got a haircut at least, but this guy is what America would have been for 4 more years if Kamala was to win the presidency. I really want to know what you guys are thinking about this video. Do you think there needs to be a deeper investigation to these people that may be funding these people? I don't want to throw any names out there. But what are you guys thinking? Like, comment, subscribe if you're new. And as always, let me know what the Yak 2. We're out.